Not all networks are the same size. From your personal devices to the internet itself, every network has its purpose. And today we are breaking down the 5 main networks: LANs, WANs, MANs, WLAN, and PAN. Network types are defined mostly by purpose and scale. LANs are local, WANs are global, MANs connect cities, WLANs are wireless local, and PANs are personal. They each solve different problems depending on how many devices you're trying to connect and how far apart those devices are. Okay, so you guys know how I love analogies, so let's make a comparison between this and communication in everyday life. LAN stands for Local Area Network. Think of it like chatting with your roommates in your house. Everyone's close together, communication is quick, and it's private. WAN stands for Wide Area Network. Now imagine your roommate is not in your house right across from you, but they're actually on the other side of the country, or maybe on the other side of the globe. So the only way you're going to be able to communicate with them is if you write them a letter. It takes longer, but it still connects distant places together. The internet is exactly this. It's like the ultimate WAN. It's like the world's post office. MAN stands for Metropolitan Area Network. A MAN is like your city subway system. It links neighborhoods together efficiently, but it stays within city limits. WLAN stands for Wireless LAN, or Wireless Local Area Network. Same as the LAN in your house, but with Wi-Fi. Like talking through walkie-talkies instead of face-to-face. No cables, just invisible signals. PAN, Personal Area Network. Finally, PAN is the smallest. It's like whispering to yourself. Your phone's talking to your smartwatch, to your earbuds, all over Bluetooth. Just you and your devices. Now that we have a gentle understanding of all the different types of networks, let's go a little bit deeper and talk about what makes each one unique, some settings that we'll find it in, and a few examples. LANs, or local area networks, cover small areas. Think like single buildings, offices, or schools. They often use Ethernet cables, switches, and routers. LANs are fast, hitting speeds up to 1 gigabyte or more. They're also extremely secure because they're private. One of the best examples for this is your home network with your router and a few connected devices. Think like the Ethernet cable that goes directly from your router, from your internet provider, straight to your computer or to your Xbox or PlayStation. It's important to know that LANs form the foundation for almost every other type of network. WAN, or Wide Area Network. A WAN connects multiple LANs across long distances. This is what allows you to be able to talk to people across the planet, across the state, across the country. Usually owned and operated by ISPs, not by a single user. Uses leased lines, satellites, or even undersea fiber cables. Pros: it has an incredible reach. Cons: slower speeds and higher latency compared to LANs. This is due to the sheer distance that a WAN has to cover. It's always going to be faster to get internet to go from your modem to your PC or Xbox, which is only traveling a few feet, compared to trying to send information from Texas all the way to Japan. An example is that the internet is the largest WAN, connecting billions of LANs across the globe. MAN, or Metropolitan Area Network. Larger than a LAN, but smaller than a WAN. Covers city or metro regions, often built with high-speed fiber optic cables. Typically managed by the government, ISPs, or universities. Example: a citywide municipal Wi-Fi project or a university's multi-campus network. Little tidbit, I actually personally think that we are going toward more regional internet, and I think that MAN is going to become way more mainstream in terms of like cities or countries, and it might actually be harder to access the overall WAN as laws and regulations change. But that's a whole topic for a completely different video. Let's keep going. WLAN, or Wireless Local Area Network. A LAN that uses radio signals, aka Wi-Fi, instead of cables. Access points, APs, to broadcast those signals so that devices can connect wirelessly. Advantage: mobility, convenience, and easy on expansion. Disadvantages: interference, security risks, and usually slower speeds than wired LANs. Common in homes, offices, coffee shops, airports, etc. And finally, we have PANs, Personal Area Network. Short range, device-to-device connections, usually under 10 meters. Uses Bluetooth, NFC, Zigbee, or USB. connects personal devices like smartphones, earbuds, smartwatches, laptops, etc. Pros: convenient and private. Cons: very limited range and low data speeds, but this usually isn't an issue because of how close these devices are. Example: streaming music from your phone to Bluetooth headphones. Okay, let's recap. LANs: fast, small, private. WANs: connects everything globally. MANs: bridges cities together. WLANs: cuts the cables and is just Wi-Fi. PANs is your personal devices and how they all connect to each other. Understanding these categories shows you a map of how networks can scale, from the smallest connection in your pocket all the way to the internet itself. Now you know all 5 network types by scope. Next time we're going to talk about how networks operate, client-server versus peer-to-peer. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe, because understanding networking is only the first step in mastering all that is IT. And remember, work with what you got, build what you need.